Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Mahamantra ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, so tonight it's a very special evening. And we're going to hear about the Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura, his appearance day. So I'm going to read some things about him. So, Prabhupada says, so now, by the grace of Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and in the presence of my Guru Maharaj, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura, you are so nice boys and girls. So in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And you are taking part in this chanting very seriously. So my Guru Maharaj, meaning Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura, will be very, very much pleased upon you and bless you with all benefits. So Srila Prabhupada wanted this. And his spiritual master, he says, was not dead and gone. That is not spiritual understanding. Even ordinary living beings do not actually die. Nahanyate hanyamane sarire. Bhagavad Gita 2:20. In other words, the living entity is eternal. You're eternal, I'm eternal, everybody is eternal, actually. But we can change the body, because the body is not eternal. But our soul is eternal, and it can take on many different bodies. So it says, so my Guru Dev, he wanted this. It is not that he is dead and gone. That is not spiritual understanding. Even ordinary living beings, do not die. Nahanyate hanyamane sarire. And what to speak of such exalted, authorized personalities like Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura. He is seeing. I never feel that I am alone. Of course, when I come to your country, when I came to your country without any friend, without any means, practically just like a vagabond, I came anyway. But I had full faith in my Guru Dev, or my Guru Maharaj, that he is with me. I never lost this faith, and that is a fact. There are two words, Vani and Vapu. Vani means words, and Vapu means the physical body. So Vani, or the words of the Guru, is more important than the Vapu, the physical presence of the Guru. Vapu will be finished. This is material life, material body. It will be finished. That is the nature. But if we keep to the Vani, the words of our spiritual master, then we remain very fixed up in, we'll be very fixed up in Krishna consciousness. That is the nature. But if we keep to the Vani, to the words of spiritual master, then we remain very fixed up. Just like Bhagavad Gita, it was spoken 5,000 years ago. But if you keep to the words of Krishna, then it is always fresh and guiding. Not that because Arjuna personally listened to Krishna about the instruction of Bhagavad Gita, therefore he knew it. That is not the fact. If you accept Bhagavad Gita as it is, then you should know that Krishna is present before you in his words in the Bhagavad Gita. This is called spiritual realization. It is not mundane historical incidences. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarsayo vidu sakalenaha mahaja yoganasta parantapa. If you don't keep in touch with the original link, meaning the spiritual master, then everything will be lost spiritually for you. And if you keep touch with the original link is Krishna and his Bhagavad Gita, then you are directly hearing Krishna. Similarly, Krishna and Krishna's representative, the spiritual master, if you always keep intact with them, in link with the words and instruction of the spiritual authorities, then you are always fresh. This is spiritual understanding. Najayate navriyate va kadachin nitya sasvatayam purano. Purana means very old, just like Krishna, the supreme being. He must be very old because he is the original person. The Bhagavad Gita, the Brahma Samhita says, Advaita Achyuta Anadyam Ananta Rupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha. The oldest person, Purana Purusha, the oldest person, that's Krishna, right? The oldest person. But you will find him Navayovanam. He was always a fresh youth. He never seemed older than 15 or 20 years old. That is God. God is not a made of matter. That it gets old. The body gets old. No. So you are hearing this philosophy daily. Try to understand more and more. We have got so many books, and this is the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and by disciplic succession, Bhaktivinoda Thakura, then by my spiritual master, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura, then we are trying our level best. Similarly, you will also try your level best on the same principle. What's that principle? That's the parampara system. There's guru, then there's disciple, then the disciple becomes guru, then there's his disciples, and then next and next and next, right? So, therefore, try to understand more and more. We have got so many books, and this is the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And by disciplic succession, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, then my spiritual master, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura. Then we are trying our level best. Similarly, you will also try your level best on the same principle. Then it will go on. Some principle, same principle. It does not matter whether one is born in India or outside India. No. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Pritivite Acheyata Nagaradi Grama. As many towns and cities and villages there are, my holy name will be heard. He did not say to make a farce. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Lord Chaitanya made a prophecy that his name would be heard in every town and village of the world. And that's actually happening now, where devotees are preaching and going in all kinds of different countries and translating Prabhupada's books so that everybody has a chance to be Krishna conscious. So sometimes, Prabhupada says, I am very much criticized that I am making foreigners into brahmanas. The caste brahmanas in India, they are very much against me. But this is not the fact. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that all over the world his message will be broadcast, does it mean that it will be simply a cinema show? No. He wanted that everyone should become perfect Vaishnavas. That is his purpose. It is not to make a farce, some lecture or so, or some mutual praising society. No. It is Krishna conscious society. Everyone who will join this Krishna conscious society or movement, he or she is more than a brahmana. Brahmana, what is Brahma Janati? Janatiti Brahmana. Brahmana means one who knows the absolute truth, Brahman. He is Brahmana, but that is not very fixed up. Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavan iti sabdyate. Brahman is impersonal effulgence. And then further progress, realization of the localized aspect, Paramatma, or Antaryami. And finally, understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, the Supreme Person. That is the final understanding of Brahman. So people cannot understand that how the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the origin of everything, can be a person. That is their difficulty, because they are thinking, a person, God? How is that possible? God is great, and he is the creator of everything. How a person could do that? That is, so in the Vedic version it says, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sat Chitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So, Prabhupada says that today is my spiritual master's appearance anniversary day. So as Dr. Kapoor has explained to you, that Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura changed his life similarly. my life was also changed by this great saintly person, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura. I was inclined to nationalist movement, a follower of Mahatma Gandhi. So in 1922, at that time, I was a manager in Dr. Bose's laboratory. I was a young man, and just 3 or 4 years before, I was married, and I had a son. But one of my friends, Mr. Mullick, he's no more existing, he informed me that one sadhu has come to Calcutta, the Gaudiya Math sadhu. So, would you like to see him? At that time, I was a nationalist, and I had no very good experience with sadhus. So I denied. Oh, I have seen so many swamis. What is the use of going there, wasting time? That's what Prabhupada said. But his friend, Mr. Mullick, he insisted and took me to Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura. And immediately after seeing us, he changed my life. He immediately said that you are all educated young men. Why don't you preach the cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Western world? I said, who will hear our cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? We are a dependent nation. Who will hear us? First of all, you must have independence. Because I was inclined to independence movement, I left my educational career in 1920, joined this movement. So he argued, and he defeated me. So he was, in other words, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura. And there was a long talk. Then after coming down on the street, my friend, Mr. Mullick, asked me, what do you think of this sadhu, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura? So I appreciated. I said, yes. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's cult is in the hands of an able personality. Now it will be spread all over the world. This is what I think. Then I was transferred from Calcutta to Allahabad for business concern. But I was always thinking of this sadhu. I am giving a short history, but my life was changed. Of course, I was born in a Vaishnava family. Chaitanya cult was my life and soul, but due to education and bad association, or the modern association, I declined. Now, this Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura again revived my consciousness. Now, see, we should take real attention to what Prabhupada just said. He's saying that, of course, when he met his guru, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura, his whole life changed. But because previous to that, due to modern education and bad association, or the modern association, I declined. In other words, my feelings about spiritual life declined. They became less important in his life. Now, this Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura again revived my consciousness. In this way, in 1933, I became regularly a disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura. And then, in 1936, before his passing away, I wrote one letter to my Guru Maharaj that, you have got many disciples. They are giving you direct service. They are very fortunate. But I am a grihasta, so how could I not do anything for you? So, if you kindly order me something to do, then I can try for it. So again he said the same thing. that whatever you have learned from us, try to preach in English. Then I started this Back to Godhead magazine in 1944. And on this very birthday of Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura, and I was looking forward for the opportunity how to implement this order of my Guru Maharaj. Then, in 1965, before that, I was translating Bhagavatam, and then 3 books were published. Then I prepared myself to go to America, single-handed, not for getting any material reputation, but simply to try, because I knew my Guru Maharaj was very, very anxious to preach this cult of Krishna consciousness. So when I saw that there were others, my big God brothers, I cannot say that they could not do anything. At least there was no tangible result, though. In other words, 2 or 3 of Prabhupada's God brothers went to America and tried to preach Krishna consciousness, but they didn't get very far. So after they came back, then the Gaudiya Math people thought that, well, it's not possible preaching to these Western people. They're too materialistic. So he says, then at the age of 70 years, I thought, let me try if I can do something. On this point, I asked Prabhupada personally once, I was with him, and I said, Prabhupada, why did you come to the United States? Why didn't you go to Europe? He said, well, 1 or 2 of my God brothers went to Europe, and they failed. But I wanted to go somewhere else, a different place, and fail. He said that. I was really surprised when he said that. Of course, he didn't fail. So it says here, then at the age of 70 years, I thought, let me try if I can do something. So I left India in 1965 and went to New York thinking, what shall I do? I do not know what for Krishna and why Krishna has brought me in this place without any friend, without any money. I had only 40 rupees with me and a return ticket in the Scindia navigation companies. So for 2, 3 months, 6 months, there was no response. I was simply maintaining myself by selling my books. But these young boys, American boys, gradually they started to join me in 1966. I was chanting in the park. What is that? Tompkins Park. Tompkins Square Park. Yes, and these boys, they gradually came and joined and danced with me. Then the New York Times, they published, first of all, I think our Brahmananda or Bruce and our Achutananda, there was an article about my chanting. They were dancing first, hand to hand. Then the news was spread very nicely. One paper called The Voice, they printed that we understood that God is dead, but now we see that God is not dead, that Swami Bhaktivedanta has brought back God in his Sankirtana. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. This was the remark. Then gradually we developed. And next branch was established in San Francisco. First in New York, then in Canada, Montreal, and Boston. Here is one of my students, old student, is present, Swatsvarup Maharaj. This boy was very enthusiastic from the very beginning. So, by the grace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and my Guru Maharaj, His Divine Grace, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura, we have made good advancement. We have got now 100 branches all over the world, and especially in Europe and America, Australia, and Japan. Everywhere, from Scandinavia down to Melbourne, north and south, and all over the world. So these boys are now present here. They have learned how to chant, how to dance, how to offer artik, and to worship the deity. We have got Radha Krishna, Jagannatha deity, in all our temples, besides Guru Gauranga. So, it was the desire of Bhakti Vinod Thakura and Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura. So, although my kind brother, God brothers, like Dr. Kapoor, he said that I am doing wonderful, actually, I do not know any magic art to do this wonderful, but just I am trying to follow the footsteps of my Guru Maharaj. That's all. But in the Shastras we see that it says, Yasya Devi Parabhaktir Yata Devi Tata Guru Taisyaite Katita Hi Artak Prakasante Mahatmanaha. So, I can speak to you frankly that I have no real asset except that I wanted to please my Guru Maharaj. That's all. That little strength, whatever success I got, it is due to his blessing. Similarly, the Shastra is also there. If we actually follow the order of the spiritual master, as it is described by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, that the order of Guru Maharaj is my life and soul, Jivatma, he has mentioned. So in this way, if we follow our Acharya, or bona fide Acharya, evam parampara praptam imam rajasayo vidu, then to have bona fide Acharya means like this. That's all. Simply you have to follow. So today is this auspicious day. My disciples, I request that I have tried to follow, and you also try to follow. There is great responsibility in your hands because you have to preach. I am now an old man of 78 years. I do not expect to live many years more. But you simply follow the footsteps of the Acharya. Tadera charana seva bhakti sanivas. Charana sevi bhakti sanivas. Janami janami hoy e abhilas. This is the secret of success. You have to follow the Goswamis. Echai Gosai Yara Tara Muidasa. You have to follow this principle. Echai Gosai Yara Tara Muidasa. Rupanuga Viruda Apasiddhanta Devanta Harine. Pramana. These great Goswamis, the Rupanugas, the Vrindavan Dhamma is discovered by the Goswamis. Echai Gosai Yaratara Muidasa. Don't deviate from the instruction. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Narottam Das Thakur said, Rupa Raganat Pade Hoy Be Akuti, Kabe Nama Bujabo Se Jugala Puriti. We should hanker after understanding what is that Jugala Puriti. Don't try to jump over it. Don't jump over it. That I have understood Radha Krishna Prema. That's what it means, Jugala Puriti. No, it is not so easy, Radha Krishna love. To understand Radha Krishna, Pranaya Viktir Hiladini Shaktir Asmad, the love of Radha and Krishna, that is not ordinary affair or dealings of a young boy and a young girl. It is the expansion of the Hiladini Shakti of Sri Krishna. So in this way, in Vrindavan, if we want to understand then Tandira Charana Sevi Bhakti Sanivas Janami Janami Hoy E Abilas. This should be the motto. Then you are success. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, my dear devotees. So, Tandira Charana Sev Bhakti Sanivas, so the devotee is always engaged in glorifying the Lord and engaging in seva. Janami Janami Hoy E Abilas, birth after birth, that is their, let's say, main preoccupation, to always preach the glories of the Lord wherever they are. Okay, so this Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura, he was born on 6th of February, 1874, at 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon. And his name was given as Bimal Prasad Datta, later renowned as Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura. And when he appeared in this world, at a place not very far from the Jagannatha temple in Puri. He was the fourth son of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Srimati Bhagavati Devi, his wife. We have dedicated a separate article in honor of Srila Bhaktivinoda, who also happens to be an exalted acharya of our Vaishnava Sampradaya. Shri Bimal Prasad Datta exhibited the 32 bodily symptoms of a great personality. So, in other words, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, when he was just a little child, he exhibited 32 bodily symptoms of a great personality at the time of his birth. He was born with his umbilical cord wrapped around his neck like a Brahman's thread, perhaps a sign of his glorious mission. When Bimal Prasad was just 6 months old, Lord Jagannath's Rath Yatra cart had halted in front of Srila Bhaktivinoda's house in Puri for 3 continuous days. It was during the Rath Yatra festival. The cart could not be moved. The cart began moving only after Bimal Prasad, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, was brought before Lord Jagannath. In other words, Bhaktisiddhanta was a baby, and his mother finally took him out and put him on the chariot of the Rath, right? In other words, the Rath stayed there for 3 days, waiting for that to happen, right? The cart began moving only after Bimal Prasad, or Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, was brought before Lord Jagannath. As soon as Bimal, meaning Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakura, came out, a garland fell off from the Lord's neck and encircled the child. This was accepted as a sign of special favor from the Lord. During the boy's grain ceremony, his vocational inclination was tested. So when you have the first grain ceremony, they also will put money on one side and Bhagavad Gita on another side. And then they let the baby, and the baby's only maybe, 1 month,
6 to 9 months.
Yeah, 6 to 9 months. They let the baby near, those two things, and see which way the baby goes. Does it go toward the money, or does it go toward Bhagavad Gita, right? So it says here, during Bimal's grain ceremony, his vocational inclination was tested. The child immediately embraced Srimad Bhagavatam, Haribol, 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 indicating his future as a great preacher. This is when he was only a baby, right? And a baby that couldn't walk. He could just sort of crawl, right? And we do that ceremony here in the temple. The child immediately embraced Srimad Bhagavatam, indicating his future as a great preacher. On another occasion, Bimal Prasad, or Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura, was chastised by his father when he was about to eat some freshly bought mangoes, which had not been offered to the Lord. Bimal felt very guilty, so guilty of his childish offense that he vowed never to eat mangoes again. In other words, when he was a little kid, his father brought in some, fresh mangoes, and without, them being offered, he took one and ate it, right? Bimal felt, or Bhaktisiddhanta felt so guilty of this childish offense that he vowed never to eat mangoes again. He stuck to his vow till the very end of his life. That was how highly he honored his commitments. Whoa. Bimal, or Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura, displayed his spiritual intentions since his very childhood. Sri Bhakti Vinod Thakura had a house here in Calcutta where he used to often reside with his family. During the construction of this house, later on known as the Bhakti Bhavan, a deity of Lord Kurma was unearthed. Srila Bhakti Vinod entrusted this deity unto his son Bimala, who then began worshiping the deity regularly. This beautiful deity had been preserved till this day, has been preserved till this day at the Bhakti Bhavan, and we consider ourselves exceedingly blessed to have been able to obtain his blissful darshan. So this deity was dug up when they were building the house, and it's still there. You can go and see it. Bimal, or Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura, as a young child, displayed his spiritual intent since his very childhood. Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur had a house here in Calcutta where he used to often reside with his family. During the construction of his house, a deity of Lord Kurma was unearthed. Srila Bhaktivinoda entrusted this deity to his son Bimal, who then began worshiping the deity regularly. This beautiful deity had been preserved till this day, has been preserved till this day at Bhakti Bhavan, and we consider ourselves exceedingly blessed to have been able to obtain his beautiful darshan. Okay? Though accepting, let me see, 1 second. Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura was a brilliant scholar. Whatever he would read once, he could later recall with perfect clarity. He received education in mathematics and astrology at Sri Rampur College. There, his tutors were so amazed at his acumen or his expertise that they awarded him with the title Siddhanta Saraswati. He was a regular at the weekly satsang classes provided by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He was very fond of Narottam Das Thakur's Partana. In other words, those are the songs of Narottam Das Thakur, and Prema Bhakti Chandrika. In 1892, taking an entrance examination, he entered the Calcutta Sanskrit College. As always, he excelled in his studies. During his student days, he wrote various essays on spiritual topics for various magazines. He was a scholar in astrology and published old astrological texts like the Surya Siddhanta. he was offered a chair in astronomy at the University of Calcutta by Sir Ashutosh Mukherjee, but he declined it, considering it to be an impediment to his spiritual life. On the request of Sri Jagannatha Das Babaji, he composed Sri Navadvipa Panchika. That's the Panchika is the what do you call that? It tells you what's going to happen the next year, right? You know yeah. On the request of Sri Jagannath Das Babaji, he composed Sri Navadvipa Panchika, a Krishnized almanac. That's right, the word is almanac, in which all the days, months, and lunar fortnights were given the names of Vishnu. See, so because he's such a devotee, pure devotee, he made sure that all the days, months, and lunar fortnights were given names of Vishnu. Okay. After his college, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta was employed by the royal kings of Tripura from 1895 to 1905. In other words, 10 years. He was employed by the royal kings of Tripura. He accepted the post of an editor, and he edited a history of their family, which subsequently came to be known as Raj Ratnakar. In 1905, he requested to be relieved of his duties, which he was granted along with full pension. Sri Gaurakishore Das Babaji accepts him as a disciple. After the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya had been discovered, Sri Jagannath Das Babaji and Sri Gaurakishore Das Babaji came from Vrindavan to take darshan of Yoga Pit, Mahaprabhu's birthplace in Mayapur. Sri Gaurakishore Das Babaji was a Paramahansa, exalted spiritual personality of the highest caliber, and Sri Bimal Prasad was drawn toward him since he had met with him. In the year 1900, Sri Bimal Prasad approached his eternal spiritual master, Sri Gaurakishore Das Babaji. So Bimal Prasad means Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura. In the year 1900, Sri Bimal Prasad approached his eternal spiritual master, Sri Gaurakishore Das Babaji, and expressed his eagerness to receive initiation from him. Initially, Sri Gaurakishore Das Babaji declined, as he thought himself unsuitable to initiate a great scholar like Bimal Prasad. This act exhibited his utter humility. So, Gaurakishore Babaji was he couldn't read or write, right? And Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was the top, let's say, pundit, and he was very, very intelligent. He could read and write and everything. So when he came to Gaurakishore Babaji and asked to be initiated, Babaji convinced him, no, you don't want to be initiated by me. I don't know how to read and write. You're already a very accomplished, scholar. So, you better find somebody else. So he was a little bit disappointed. When he went to see his father, Jai Shri Krishna Bhagavan Ki Jai. When he went to see his father, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktivinoda said, so you're initiated now? He said, no. He said, why not? He said, well, Guruji said that I should get initiated by someone else because, he doesn't know how to read and write. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he got really upset. He said, you go back and get initiated by him. So he goes back, and again, Gaurakishore Babaji convinces him that he should get initiated by someone who's more educated, that he himself can't read or write. So again, he goes back to his father and he says, so, you got initiated? He said, no. He said, no, I told you to go back and get initiated. He said, well, Maharaj told me that, he doesn't know how to read and write, therefore I should get initiated by somebody else. He said, you go back and get initiated, and don't come back to see me until you are. So he goes back, and again Gorkishore Babaji refused to initiate him. And then at that point, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura, with tears in his eyes, begged him, please, he said. And Gorkishore Babaji kept saying, no, I cannot do this. And finally he said, if you don't initiate me, I'm going to go now and commit suicide. And then his guru looked at him very carefully, studied his face and his eyes, and he could see how serious he was. So then he accepted to initiate him. See? Because Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura said, Gorkishore Babaji, if you don't initiate me, I'm going to commit suicide. And so he examined him, just to be sure that he was serious about that. And then he accepted him and initiated him. Sri Gorkishore Das Babaji accepts him as his disciple. After the birthplace of Chaitanya had been discovered, Sri Jagannath Das Babaji and Sri Gorkishore Das Babaji came from Vrindavan to take darshan of Yogapith, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthplace in Mayapur. Sri Gorkishore Das Babaji was a Paramahansa, exalted spiritual personality of the highest caliber, and Sri Bimal Prasad, or Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura, was drawn towards him since he had met him. In the year 1900, Sri Bimal Prasad approached his eternal spiritual master, Sri Gorkishore Das Babaji, and expressed his eagerness to receive initiation from him. Initially, Sri Gorkishore Das Babaji declined, as he thought himself unsuitable to initiate a great scholar like Bimal Prasad. This act exhibited his utter humility. But on further insistence, Sri Gorkishore Das Babaji responded that he would need to ask for approval from Mahaprabhu, to initiate Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura. A few days later, when Bimal did not receive a favorable reply, he decided to put an end to his life. Feeling compassionate, Sri Gorkishore Das Babaji finally decided to accept him as his disciple. After initiation, Sri Bimal Prasad, or Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura, received his new name, Varsabhanavi Devi Dayita Das. That's another name of Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura. So, though accepting samyas from the spiritual master's picture, one second. Let me go somewhere else here.
One page filled out.
Huh?
One page filled out.
Yeah. Yeah, I got too many papers here. So Prabhupada says, this is my spiritual master's appearance anniversary day. So, as Dr. Kapoor has explained to you, that Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura changed his life. Similarly, my life was also changed by this great saintly person. I was inclined to nationalist movement, follower of Mahatma Gandhi. So in 1922, at that time, I was manager of Dr. Bose's laboratory. I was a young man, and just 3 or 4 years before, I was married, and I got a son also. But one of my friends, Mr. Mullick, he's no more existing, he informed me that one sadhu has come to Calcutta, Gaudiya Mat Sadhu. So would you like to see him? At that time, I was a nationalist, and I had no very good experience with these sadhus, so I denied. Oh, I have seen so many swamis. What is the use of going there, wasting time? But he insisted and took me to Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura. And immediately after seeing us, he changed my life. He immediately said that you are all educated young men. Why don't you preach the cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Western world? I said, who will hear your cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? You are a dependent nation, and who will hear? First of all, you must have independence. This is Prabhupada arguing with he's arguing with who's he arguing? With Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura. And immediately after seeing us, he changed my life. He immediately said that you are all educated young men. Why don't you preach the cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Western world? I said, who will hear your cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? You are dependent. You are an independent nation. And who will hear? First of all, you must have independence. Because I was inclined to independence movement, I left my educational career in 1920, joined this movement. So he argued, and he defeated me. Now that's a very rare thing, because Prabhupada clearly says in another place that he was never defeated in any debate, right? But Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura defeated him in this debate. He says, you are all educated young men. Why don't you preach the cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Western world? I said, who will hear about the cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? We are a dependent nation. Who will hear? First of all, we must have independence. Because I was inclined to independence movement, I left my educational career in 1920, joined this movement. So he argued, and he defeated me. Now, Prabhupada was never defeated in his younger days, but when he met his future guru, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura, he was defeated. So, then, after coming down on the street, my friend, Mr. Malik, asked me, what do you think of this sadhu? So I appreciated. I said, yes, now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's cult is in the hands of an able personality. Now it will be spread all over the world. Then I was transferred from Calcutta to Allahabad for business concerns. But I was always thinking of this sadhu. I am giving a short history, but my life was changed. Of course, I was born in a Vaishnava family. Chaitanya cult was my life and soul. But due to education and bad association, or the modern association, I was declined. In other words, his whole, let's say, spirituality became declined. By what? By modern education and bad association. Well, that's happening today also. All of our kids are sent to schools when they're having bad association and associating with low-class people. So that's what happens. Then the fervor of becoming a devotee, it declines in that type of association. So we should never really send our kids to these schools, because they're going to be indoctrinated into so-called modern knowledge and association. And after 6 to 8 hours every day of hearing mundane knowledge, they will lose their taste for Krishna consciousness. So it says, Then I was transferred from Calcutta to Allahabad for business concern. But I was always thinking of this sadhu. I am giving a short history, but my life was changed. Of course, I was born in a Vaishnava family. Chaitanya cult was my life and soul. But due to education and bad association, meaning modern education and bad association, my fervor for Lord Chaitanya declined. Now, this Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura again revived my consciousness. In this way, in 1933, I became regularly a disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura. So now, by the grace of Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so now we should listen to what Prabhupada is saying here. You know, he also experienced what it's like to go to a mundane school and basically almost completely lose any feeling of devotional service for Krishna. It happened to him also. So you should think before you put your child in these mundane schools, they're going to be in contact in prime time for at least 8 hours or longer every day in association of unholy people. That means the teacher is unholy and the other students are unholy. So you should think very carefully about before you put your child in these mundane schools. Okay, what's the alternative? Homeschooling. If you homeschool your kids, and to make it easier, you can join with other families who want to homeschool their kids. Now you have a group of 5, let's say, families working together. Then you'll be able to educate your kids without putting them in these schools. All these schools are dungeons of ignorance. Dungeons, you know what a dungeon is? It's a prison, a horrible prison. So these schools are dungeons of ignorance. The kids are being taught ignorance. They're not being taught, educated in Krishna consciousness. In fact, the teacher is not allowed even to talk about God. So how can the kids have any, advancement in Krishna consciousness? Okay, so now, Prabhupada says, so now, by the grace of Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and in the presence of my Guru Maharaj, you are so nice boys and girls. So in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you are chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And you are taking part in it very seriously. So my Guru Maharaj will be very, very pleased upon you and bless you with all benefits. So he wanted this, meaning Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura, Prabhupada's guru, he wanted this. It is not that he is dead and gone. That is not spiritual understanding. What did he want? He wanted to spread the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra all over the world. This chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. This is what he wanted. And then Prabhupada actually did it. He spread the Hare Krishna mantra all over the world. So my Guru Maharaj will be very, very much pleased upon you and bless you with all benefits. In other words, he's talking to his disciples now, meaning us. If we can help Prabhupada in spreading the chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra everywhere that or wherever we are, this will be a great blessing and very beneficial. So he wanted this. It is not that he is dead and gone, meaning Prabhupada. He's not dead and gone. That is not spiritual understanding. Every ordinary living being, he does not die. Nahanyate hanyamane sarire. The soul can never be killed. Bhagavad Gita 2:20. And what to speak of such exalted, authorized personality like Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura? He is seeing. I never feel that I am alone. Of course, when I came to your country without any friend, without any means, without any money, practically just like a vagabond, I came. But I had full faith that my Guru Maharaj is with me. I never lost this faith, and that is a fact. There are two words, Vani and Vapu. Vani means words, and Vapu means his physical body. So Vani, the words of the spiritual master, are more important than Vapu, the physical presence of the Guru. Vapu will be finished. This is material body. It will be finished. That is the nature. But if we keep to the Vani, the words of the spiritual master, then we remain very fixed up. It doesn't matter. Just like Bhagavad Gita, it was spoken 5,000 years ago. But if you keep to the words of Krishna, meaning Bhagavad Gita, then it is always fresh and guiding. Not that because Arjuna personally listened to Krishna about the instruction of Bhagavad Gita, therefore he knew it. That is not the fact. If you accept Bhagavad Gita as it is, then you should know that Krishna is present before you in his words in the Bhagavad Gita. That is called spiritual realization. It is not mundane historical incidences. It is real. Evam parampara praptam imam rajasayo vidu sakalenaha yogo nasta parantapa. If you don't keep in touch with the original link, then it will be lost. Now, what's the original link? The link to spiritual master and devotees and chanting Hare Krishna. And if you keep touch with the original link, then you are directly hearing Krishna. So every day when we come to the temple and we hear lectures by devotees, we chant Hare Krishna, we see the deity, then that means that we are linked up to the Lord, directly hearing Krishna. Similarly, Krishna and Krishna's representative, the spiritual master, if you keep always intact, in link with the words and instruction of the superior authorities, then you are always fresh in Krishna consciousness. This is spiritual understanding. Najayate mriyate va kadachin nitya sasvatayam purano. Purana means very old. Just like Krishna, the Supreme Being. He must be very old because he is the original person. But the Brahma Samhita says, Advaita Achuta Anadi Ananta Rupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha. He is always a fresh youth. That is God. God is not a material being. That is, Krishna is always fresh youth, maybe 16 or 20 years old. He never grows old. He never dies. So you are hearing this philosophy daily. Try to understand more and more. We have got so many books, and this is the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and by disciplic succession, Bhaktivinoda Thakura, then my spiritual master, then we are trying our level best. Since similarly, you will also try your level best on the same principle. Then it will go on. some principle, if it doesn't matter whether one is born in India or outside India. No. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Priti Vite Achayata Nagar Adi Grama, as many towns and cities and villages are there, the holy name will be heard. He did not say it to make a farce. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So sometimes I very, very much criticize that I am making foreigners brahmanas, the caste brahmanas in India. They are very much against me. But this is not fact. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that all over the world his message will be broadcast, does it mean that it will simply a cinema show? No. He wanted that everyone should become perfect Vaishnavas. That is his purpose. It is not to make a farce, some lecturing or some mutual praising society. Prabhupada is an amazing writer, a mutual praising society. No, it is Krishna conscious society. Everyone who will join this Krishna society movement, he is more than a Brahmana. Brahmana, what is Brahmana? Brahmana is also material. A devotee is more than Brahmana. This Brahminical culture is included already. Brahma Janatiti Brahmana. Brahmana means one who knows the absolute truth, Brahman. He is Brahmana. But that is not very fixed up. Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavan iti sabhyate. Brahman is impersonal effulgence. And then further progress, realization of the localized aspect, Paramatma, Antaryami, and finally understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. That is the final understanding. So people cannot understand that how the Supreme, the original origin of everything, can be a person. That is their difficulty, because they are thinking, a person, God? How is it possible? God is great, and he is the creator of everything. How a person can do that? Yes, that is the Vedic version. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Okay, I'm going to stop there because I'm getting all my papers mixed up. But I'll just read one last thing. The disappearance pastimes of Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura. On January 1st, 1937, at about 5:30 a.m., Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura manifested his disappearance from this world and entered into the eternal pastimes of the Lord. He spent his final days at the Bagh Bazar, Gaudiya Math. The day before he passed away, he had instructed his dear disciple, Sripad B.R. Sridhara Maharaj, to sing Shri Rupa Manjari Pada, and another disciple, Shri Navim Vidyalankar, to recite the Sikshakstatkam, instructions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His transcendental body was worshipped and carried by road to Mayapur. A huge crowd of people had gathered while his body was taken away. He was subsequently placed into Samadhi at Chaitanya Math, the place where he had once executed his severe austerities. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Are there any questions anyone would like to ask? Any questions?
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Yes,
Maharaj,
sir.
I have a question. When you're reading, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura called his spiritual master as eternal spiritual master. So how to understand, my understanding was the spiritual master is in the human birth, like this birth, but eternal means, is the spiritual master eternally, is there eternal relationship between disciple and spiritual master?
It's a good question. Yes, If you get a bona fide spiritual master, the relationship is eternal, as long as you follow his instructions. If you don't follow his instructions, he, of course, is eternal, but you break your connection. So, your connection begins here, and it continues in the spiritual world with your spiritual master. Okay? Haribol. That's good news. Any other questions? That was a good question. Thank you very much. Any other questions? Okay, well, please chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai.
Start the Guru Charan prayers. Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma Bandhu Mui Savadhana Mate Jahara Prasade Bhai E Bhava Doriya Jai Jahara Prasade Bhai E Bhava Doriya Jai Krishna Prapti Hoy Jahan Hoy De Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chidde De Goriya Agya Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chidde De Goriya Agya Arana Koriyo Mane Asha Arana Koriyo Mane Asha Sri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uta शरणागति जय प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा जय प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा चक्षुदान दिलो जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जाते प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जाते विदेगा जहाँ राजा रीतो ओ विदेगा जहाँ राजा रीतो श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आदम जनर बंधु श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आदम जनर बंधु लोकना लोके राजी माना लोकेना लोके राजी माना प्रभु गोरो दोया देह मोरे पादा छाया प्रभु गोरो दोया देह मोरे पादा छाया ये बेजा सुसुक्ति बुमाना ओ ये बेजा सुसुक्ति बुमाना जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जिला प्रभुपदा नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशधारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता Nityananda. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura हरि बोल।
His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Anantakoti Vaishnavinda ki jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai, Pram Shri Gaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasudeva Gaura Bhaktavinda ki jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Sham Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki jai, Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Mayapura Dham ki jai, Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai, Tulasi Devi ki jai, Bhakti Devi ki jai, Ganga Maya ki jai, Jamuna Maya ki jai, Samaveda Bhaktavinda ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Guranga. All glories to Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुमिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे। निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्ता सरस्वती इति नामिने। श्रीवार्षवानवी देवी दैतया कृपाब्धये कृष्णसम्बन्धविज्ञानादायिने प्रभवे नमः। माधुरुज्ज्वलप्रेमाद्या श्रीरूपानुगभक्तिदा श्रीगौरकरुणाशक्ति विग्रहाय नमोऽस्तुते। नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे। रूपानुगा विरुद्धापा सिद्धान्ताद्वन्तहारिणे। नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्भारसाम्भोदे पादाम्बुजाय ते नमः। नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपानुगवराय ते गौरवीर्भावभूमेस्त्वं निर्दिष्टा सज्जनप्रिया वैष्णवा सार्वभौमा श्रीजगन्नाथाय ते नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमाप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपास्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते। जयतां सुरतौ पङ्गोर् मम मन्दामतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्य पदाम्बोजौ राधामदनमोहनौ दिव्याद्वृन्दारण्य कल्पद्रुमादः श्रीमद्रत्नागार सिंहासनस्तु श्रीमद्रत्नागार सिंहासनस्ततौ श्रीमद्राधा श्रीलगोविन्ददेवौ प्रेस्तालिभिः सेव्यमानौ स्मरामि। श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भी वंशीवटतटस्थितः कर्षन् वेणुस्वनैर्गोपैर् गोपीनाथश्रियेस्तु नः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वती इति नामिने श्रीवार्षवानवी देवी दयितया कृपाब्धये कृष्णसम्बन्धविज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः। माधुरोज्ज्वलप्रेमाध्या श्रीरूपानुगभक्तिदा श्रीगौरकरुणाशक्ति विग्रहाय नमोऽस्तु ते। नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपानुगा विरुद्धापा सिद्धान्तद्वन्तहारिणे एष पुष्पांजलि. We'll recite this pranati three times and then offer pushpanjali. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati iti namine Shri Varshavanavi Devi Daitaya Krupabdhe Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhurojjvala Premadhya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Srimurtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Viruddhapa Siddhantadvantaharine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati iti namine Shri Varshavanavi Devi Daitaya Krupabdhe Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhurojjvala Premadhya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Viruddhapa Siddhantadvantaharine Esha Pushpanjali Swaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Thank you very much for coming tonight. Celebrate Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur's appearance day. And we are all blessed by Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakura by chanting Hare Krishna, bowing down to him, and hearing about his transcendental pastimes. So now we'll go to the next transcendental pastime, which is called Respecting Mahaprasadam. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. So thank you very much. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, and chant Hare Krishna and be happy. I didn't hear that loud enough. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. A little louder. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Very good. Okay, here we go. Hare Krishna.